Time to Talk Tuesday, where your local realtor, Antonio Newton, discusses the local market and common issues, providing quick solutions, creative ideas, as well as tips for investors, home buyers, and homeowners.
In today's episode, we're discussing part 9 of our 10-part series on the home buying process. If you like, you can start over at part 1, and the link will be right up there, and I'll take you to part 1 of this 10-part series. But part 9 is getting ready to move. So now you went through all the other steps, and it is at that time that you get ready to move. So let's jump right into today's content. Before we do, I'd like to take a brief moment and just remind you that you can catch all of our Time to Talk Tuesdays. So not only this video and this series, but we have other series as well on the selling process, as well as other information for sellers and buyers on our YouTube channel at TNG The Newton Group on YouTube. And feel free to also like and share and connect with us on Facebook. And make sure you click that bell so that way you subscribe and get notified of anytime we release new video content. I also like to thank our sponsors, Better Way Properties, as well as ColumbiaNortheastHomeshow.com. Thank you so much for your sponsorship. So with all that being said, now that the bills are paid, let's dive in to moving day and getting ready to move. So it's important that you start this process not the weekend or the day before closing. It's important that once you get your mortgage finalized and you know that things are progressing and you have that date, really before that, you would have already started packing up some boxes. Remember, whenever you're picking movers, if you're going to pick movers, look at their reviews. It's important that you not only look for someone that is cost effective, but someone that is very professional and going to take care of your belongings just as if it was theirs. And if you're not going to be hiring movers, but you're going to be moving yourself or using some friends and family, go ahead and make sure that they know what date you want to move and get that on the schedule. If there's going to be any compensation, go ahead and let them know, and how everything's going to work out in the logistics for that day. Buying a home is stressful enough, and when you get down to the last hour, moving day, you want that to go as smooth as possible. The main reason, though, why people choose to hire professional movers is it's convenient. You know, you don't have to rent a truck. There's no packing to do, no heavy lifting. All you got to do is really make the arrangements and write the check. They know how to handle your possessions. They're professionals, so this is what they do. They know how to move the heavy stuff, especially if you're in a 2-story house. Sometimes getting things up the stairs, you can ding the paint or the walls and put holes in them. You can break furniture, or either break the staircase or anything else. And just remember, if it gets damaged, the moving company, they're going to be licensed, insured, and bonded. So therefore, they'll be responsible for taking care of that charge and repairing or replacing it. Ultimately, deciding whether to hire movers really comes down to you. But what I would suggest is, if you want that peace of mind to know that everything goes smooth, go ahead and factor that in as part of your moving costs as well. You got to think about it. Do you have time to do the entire move yourself? Are you physically able to load and unload all your possessions? Do you have enough family and friends that are willing to help you? Are you comfortable driving the large moving trucks? And does the thought of moving yourself cause you overdue stress? Sometimes it's better for that peace of mind to be able to do it and not have to worry about it, or not have to worry about it as much. Of course, you're always going to be worried about it, and there's always going to be a concern. So it's important that when you get ready to move, you think about that key component. It's often overmissed in the moving process is the actual move. So think about if you want to hire professional movers or not. Before you get to that, go ahead and research so you know how much money to allocate for that expense. And this is part 9 of our 10-part series on the home buying process.
This episode of Time to Talk Tuesday was brought to you by the Newton Group at Coldwell Banker, where nothing works until we do. Look for our episodes every Tuesday where Antonio Newton discusses the local market and common issues while providing quick solutions, creative ideas, as well as tips for investors, home buyers, and homeowners. If you'd like to reach out to us, we can be reached online and on land at area code 803-608-2597. So until next time, here's wishing you all fair winds, following seas, and gentle tides.